Hello and Happy New Year! It's 2025 and I hope you have had a good start to the year so far. I am Charlotte Pua and this is Sense and Sage, a podcast where we share insights into dining without light, or rather without sight, discuss matters related to blindness and visual impairment, while my guests and I talk about life in general. To kickstart the year 2025, I have with me Radha, one of the guides in Dining in the Dark Kuala Lumpur. Radha has been with us for nearly a decade and he has this bassy, I can't do bassy and confident voice. Okay, that's the impression I get from him. Welcome, Radha.
Hello, Charlotte. Nice to meet you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Oh, nice to have a new year, right?
Yes,
So-
it was a good New Year.
Yeah. So, are you getting used to 2025 yet?
Yep, I'll
it's
say
just-
yes. I'm
okay.
trying to adapting with the
Yeah.
New Year.
You must remember to write 2025 and not 2024, right?
Yes.
Anyway, so we just entered to 2025. I wonder, how has your 2024 been? How would you describe your 2024?
For me, last 2024, I have all the experience where I have learned a lot. And yeah, basically I have learned a lot and I have go through that is a tough time also. And also I have achieved some of my goals actually. So that's a good thing for me.
So you achieved some of the
Yes,
goals
some of
that you
the goals,
set.
yes. I
Yeah.
have achieved actually.
Talking about goals, are you a person who set New Year resolutions?
I'm not the person who really set the goal. Basically, like I have some wish on every year, but I try, and also I try to, I try to do it, because if I set the goal, if I cannot make it, means depends on the person, right? For me, I cannot take it, so I will try my best to.
So you try to like maybe make less or
Yes,
very
yes.
few goals.
Basically, I have positive goals and all that. I have my own. Yes.
So you want something more achievable for yourself, in a way? Could we say that?
For my family, yes.
Yes. Okay. So what is the one thing that you would like to achieve or fulfill in 2025?
For the 2025, to say honest, I have to lose weight. That's my first goal.
Okay, I think that's the goal of many people.
Yes.
Okay,
Especially me, I
okay.
have to lose weight.
Right.
And also, other than that, I have to bring my daughter for her education level. So I have to, I have to give her better
Better
classes, tuition and all that.
Right.
Yes, on that.
I think that's like the burden of many parents. They want to give the best to their children in terms of education, so they enroll them for tuition classes,
And
extra
also,
classes.
I have some wishes, like I'm working here nearly about 9 years, and we are trying to give our best. Basically, we are doing best service for the customer, and we are trying to improve more
Sure.
to welcome our more visitors
the
to our
diners, yeah.
Dining in the Dark.
Okay, sure. So you mentioned your daughter. I was just wondering, like, New Year, do you take your wife and your daughter to see the firework display? Do you practice that? Like for my brother, that's like every year when New Year comes, he would like take the children, let's go and see fireworks near KLCC or something like that. Would you do that?
Basically, on the New Year night, basically we will sit in front of the TV, the TV,
okay.
and we will watch the live telecasts, and tomorrow, the next day morning, I'll take them for a New Year celebration.
All right.
I bring them for a good dinner. Yeah.
So on the first day of New Year, you
Yes, morning.
celebrate.
Usually on morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand that you can see quite a bit. So I'm curious as to what did you do before you joined Dining in the Dark Kuala Lumpur? Like, what was your job back then?
Previously, working in the, I was working with one of the property developer in KL. One of the well-known property developer in
Sure.
here.
What was your role? Can you describe briefly?
I was a sales admin executive before this, yeah.
So what do you have to do?
Basically, since I have mentioned to you that a property developer company, so we have a new project construction, Basically, developer, they will buy the land, they will plan and they will construct the building, everything, right?
Yeah.
So as an admin, we have few admin, and under me, I have few project which is park under me.
Right.
So I have to taking care of the purchasers, For the housing developer, we don't call buyer, we call purchaser.
Sure.
So we have to taking care of the purchaser,
Yep.
and we have to engage with the bank, and we have to engage with the lawyer, because
So basically the administrative task.
yes,
Okay.
because basically developer means the construction is stage by stage, right?
Sure, sure.
So once the each stage once the architect cert release, so we have to collect the payment. It's like we have to be all rounder for the projects.
Wow, okay. Very different experience. So after so many years working here at Dining in the Dark, do you have one tip for people who wants to have dinner here? What is your tip that you would like to give our viewers and listeners?
For me, dining in the dark, it's a unique experience, okay, where we don't have eye-to-eye contact, because since we have a dinner in the total darkness,
Yeah.
that's only conversation. So for me, I would say, for the first date couple, I will strongly recommend this dinner, because when you go for a first date, I think it's happened to everyone, right?
Right. So you
You
want
will when you're having eye-to-eye contact and you are thinking to what to say and what to talk and all that. So since if you bring your loved one for the first date, you can have more conversation.
you
from-
think like
from your
because
heart.
they don't have this eye-to-eye contact, they are
So
put
the
it in-
shyness is not. It's
Ah,
gone. Yeah.
okay, okay.
That's a main problem for the first date people, right?
Interesting perspective.
Yes,
Interesting perspective. So encourage all those who are thinking of where to bring your special someone for the first date. That's the recommendation from Radha. Bring your loved one or the person whom you want to date for the first time to Dining in the Dark, KL.
Yes.
Yes. Because we share that we want to talk about insights and tips. So you have given your tips. I thought it would be good to share a tip that I often share with the diners when they come here, is to take the time to savor the dish that is being served to you. And this is something that some of you might be doing naturally, but some, I would say, don't just gulp it. Like some people, they just put the food in the mouth and then straight away they eat it and they
Yes,
swallow, they
yes.
don't taste.
Yeah.
So I would say take your time, taste it, and savor, and try to identify
Yes.
the every single taste and flavor and aroma from the food. And maybe you can also try to imagine what you are eating. Just pay a little bit more
It's
attention.
like more to bring your other senses
Yes.
out,
Yeah, and also I noticed that, the aftertaste, the lingering aftertaste when you have swallowed your food or drink, and then you have this taste inside your mouth or aroma inside your mouth, and you can pay attention to that. I thought that's quite interesting.
Yes.
Like when I told that to the diners, some would say it bring them a certain fond memories of childhood. Some would say it tastes familiar, but not sure what it is. And then others would say they can even imagine the colors of the ingredients of the food. Yeah. So for you, because you can see a little, when you cannot see what you are eating, what helps you?
When I cannot see when the time I'm eat,
What helps?
it's make me to taste the food more. That's the main thing. It make me to taste the food more, about the food delicious, about the spicy, salt, bitter. sweet and all that.
Yeah.
When I cannot see the food, it's helped me to bring my taste sense more.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, someone actually wrote in. I thought I would ask you this question. This person asked, whether we use other languages besides English in dining in the dark KL. What do you say? Do we,
Beg your pardon?
like this person asked, do we speak other languages besides English, working in dining in the dark, serving the diners?
Yes, some people, some customers, they asked me before. Basically, dining in the dark, it's more to international level. And the first priority, yes, we speak English. We do, like for me, I speak Malay and my Tamil as well.
Right.
So for me, when they come to the situation, like I don't have the customer, they don't have choice. So I will go with the Malay or Tamil.
Okay.
And
when there is a need, you use.
Yeah, when there is a need
and you know the language. Then
yes,
yeah.
and
think,
also I can understand Hokkien. Yeah.
Okay.
And I can speak a little bit of Hokkien. It's more to the northern side of Hokkien.
Right.
Yeah. So when the Hokkienis come, I'll try. When the time if they have the language problem, I'll try to explain them with the language which I know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do the same. Sometimes I will encounter diners who would like to speak Mandarin or Cantonese,
Yeah.
then I would then switch.
It's good to learn more languages.
Of course.
Yes.
And living in Malaysia, it's sort of like a norm to know more than one language.
Exactly.
Okay, right now, we want to answer the customary question. What is the most memorable moment or event you have while working at Dining in the Dark, Kuala Lumpur? Most memorable for you?
I have few memorable
Just
memories.
pick one. Just pick one.
I have few. I can share you one.
Sure.
I remember a daughter and a mother came for the dinner. That was many years ago. And they are the good diners actually. They have dined everything. Usually, we are not only serve the food, we having conversation to our customers,
Yes.
Because first thing, we have to make our customer comfortable in the dark. Most of the people, when they enter the dining, they feel like insecure or something like uncomfortable. So we have to make them comfortable in the first thing. And also, when each of every course when we serving, we will ask the customer how is the food, what is the taste, and all that. It's like a review, We'll ask the customer review.
Right.
And the same I did to that the mother and the daughter as well. And I only have a conversation with the mother, and the daughter was very quiet. Yes, she answered to me, but just a few words.
Right.
I have more conversation with the mother. Then after dining, after the dining finish, I take them, bring them to the light to see the menu.
To the lounge, yeah.
So after come out, the daughter, the girl, I cannot forget that memories. That time she hugged me and cried.
Oh, why?
She said, she's the person who always complain about her life. She will never feel satisfied of what she get in daily. Always complain to the mother. And she said, when she come and eat without the sides, she appreciate her sight, the vision.
Yeah.
Where she said, life is great.
Yes.
We are not only giving the uniqueness dining.
Not just the food.
It's not just the food.
No.
It's not just adventure dining. Indirectly also we are giving kind of awareness to the people.
Yes.
How important the site.
Yeah, and you help them to appreciate.
Yes.
Things that.
I have few memories, but the
Sure.
one I mentioned to you,
Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very moving. Because I think quite a number of people write that in the reviews as well, how they learn to appreciate the people that they dine with.
Yep.
And they also appreciate, of course, the site because they don't realize how much they depend on the site until it's taken away in
Yes, Charlotte, yes.
temporarily. Yeah. Wow, thanks so much for that story. Before we end, what is one Indian food you would like to recommend to our listeners and viewers who are not familiar with Indian cuisine? One Indian food that you would recommend?
For me, there are many Indian food, as we all know. I will recommend puri. Puri.
Okay.
It's kind of, it's like a roti canai, but it's not roti canai. It's like a chapati, it's not chapati. It's like a thosai, but not thosai.
Right.
It's more to crispiness, crispy.
Is it savory or sweet?
It's like a flour flavor,
Flour.
Flour.
So it's not like
but
with
it's more
sugar.
crunchy.
Crunchy. Okay.
Yes.
One day I must try.
You should try.
Yeah, I haven't tried that, but I've tried the rest that you mentioned, the roti canai and chapati and all that. but
This is called puri.
puri. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So go and try puri. If you have not, I will go and try. Maybe Radha need to show me which is the best place to get puri. That's all for today. We hope you have found our tips and insights useful, and we look forward to welcoming you here at Dining in the Dark Kuala Lumpur. As usual, do leave us your comments and feel free to write to us at sensensage@wernersgroup.com and tell us what you would like to know from us, because sometimes it would be nice to know, if you have questions or there are topics that you would like us to talk about. Do tell others about Sense and Sage, because we really want many people to know more and learn about what makes sense and what matters. For our next episode, I will be speaking to James, someone who wears different hats at Dining in the Dark KL. Radha,
Yeah,
can you describe James in 3 words?
I'll say it one word. He's sincere.
Pardon?
He is very sincere to the
He's very
to the colleagues.
sincere. Oh yes, definitely. Thank you for listening and watching.
Sincere and straightforward.
Okay. He wants to make sure we get that. So James is sincere and straightforward. So thank you for listening and watching. See you.
Happy New Year.